The global rise and Olympic journey of Heyball. From a street game to the world stage, Heyball has undergone a magnificent transformation. Over 27 years, Joy has invested over 500 million RMB, elevating championship prize money from 8,000 to 5 million today. This has propelled the sport to gain popularity in 96 countries and regions, making it become the world's 4 mainstream Q sports and attracting over 120 million enthusiasts worldwide. To realize Heyball's inclusion in the 2032 Brisbane Olympics, Joy is building a comprehensive matrix of 9 international tournaments. These include the Asian Championship, European Championship, America's Open, Oceania Open, Champion of Champions, Passport World Championship, and U19 World Championship. 2025, the focus will be on Brisbane, Australia, laying the groundwork for the Olympic campaign as a strategic advanced outpost. Partnering with hundreds of media platforms including Xinhua News Agency, CCTV, YouTube, and Facebook, the sport has achieved total exposure in the billions. The Olympic inclusion goal has won strong backing from over 70 authoritative bodies, including International Olympic Committee, IOC members, the Association of National Olympic Committees, ANOC, the World Confederation of Billiards Sports, WCBS, World Pool Billiard Association, WPA, and the Asian Confederation of Billiard Sports, ACBS. Joy has invested 300 million to build a billiards industrial park with projected annual output valued at 3 billion, solidifying the economic foundation for Olympic inclusion. Today, Heyball has become a bridge for cultural exchange. We refine tournaments to Olympic standards and fuel dreams with industrial momentum, determined to bring this globally beloved sport into the Olympic arena and offer the world a more diverse sporting spectacle.
一线赛事指定台迷丁俊晖、奥沙利文、郑宇博、楚秉杰等国内外一线球星代言。利百文，中国台迷领导品牌。中式八球，俗称黑八，是一项原创于中国的运动，在乔氏的推动下，已走进全球69个国家。乔氏中式八球，风靡全球的中国运动。
Don't be afraid, remember the dreams. Here you go, time to rise. Find your space, be proud of yourself. Take the spotlight, unless you try, you will never find the strength that is inside. Unless you fly, you will never reach for the stars in the night. So embrace the joy that brightens life. With all your desire, your passion, your fight. Every move you make, a dance of grace. You're the master, you're the queen. Just embrace the joy that brightens life. With victory's own, your heart, your mind. Every shot you take, a dream that claims. Nothing is gonna hold you back. You will shine. Hey, don't be afraid. Remember the dreams. Here you go. Time to rise. Find your space. Be proud of yourself. Take the spotlight. Unless you try, you will never find the strength that is inside. Unless you fly, you will never reach for the stars in the night. So embrace the joy that brightens life. With all your desire, your passion, your fight. Every move you make, a dance of grace. You're the master, you're the queen. Just embrace the joy that brightens life. With victory's own, your heart, your mind. Every shot you take, a dream that claims. Nothing is gonna hold you back. You will shine. So embrace the joy that brightens life. With all your desire, your passion, your fight. Every move you make, a dance of grace. You're the master, you're the queen. Just embrace the joy that brightens life. With victory's own, your heart, your mind. Every shot you take, a dream that claims. Nothing is gonna hold you back. You will shine. You will shine. You will
The global rise and Olympic journey of Heyball. From a street game to the world stage, Heyball has undergone a magnificent transformation. Over 27 years, Joy has invested over 500 million RMB, elevating championship prize money from 8,000 to 5 million today. This has propelled the sport to gain popularity in 96 countries and regions, making it become the world's 4 mainstream Q sports and attracting over 120 million enthusiasts worldwide. To realize Heyball's inclusion in the 2032 Brisbane Olympics, Joy is building a comprehensive matrix of 9 international tournaments. These include the Asian Championship, European Championship, America's Open, Oceania Open, Champion of Champions, Passport World Championship, and U19 World Championship. 2025, the focus will be on Brisbane, Australia, laying the groundwork for the Olympic campaign as a strategic advanced outpost. Partnering with hundreds of media platforms, including Xinhua News Agency, CCTV, YouTube, and Facebook, the sport has achieved total exposure in the billions. The Olympic inclusion goal has won strong backing from over 70 authoritative bodies, including International Olympic Committee, IOC members, the Association of National Olympic Committees, ANOC, the World Confederation of Billiards Sports, WCBS, World Pool Billiard Association, WPA, and the Asian Confederation of Billiard Sports, ACBS. Joy has invested $300 million to build a billiards industrial park with projected annual output valued at $3 billion, solidifying the economic foundation for Olympic inclusion. Today, Heyball has become a bridge for cultural exchange. We refine tournaments to Olympic standards and fuel dreams with industrial momentum, determined to bring this globally beloved sport into the Olympic arena and offer the world a more diverse sporting spectacle.
一线赛事指定台迷丁俊晖、奥沙利文、郑宇博，楚秉杰等国内外一线球星代言。利百文，中国台迷领导品牌。中式八球，俗称黑八，是一项原创于中国的运动，在乔氏的推动下，已走进全球69个国家。乔氏中式八球，风靡全球的中国运动。
Don't be afraid, remember the dreams. Here you go, time to rise. Find your space, be proud of yourself. Take the spotlight. Unless you try, you will never find the strength that is inside. Unless you fly, you will never reach for the stars in the night. So embrace the joy that brightens light. With all your desire, your passion, your fire, dance of grace. You're the master, you're the queen. Just embrace the joy that brightens light. With victory's own, your heart, your mind. Every shot you take, a dream that claims. Nothing is gonna hold you back. You will shine. Hey, don't be afraid. Remember the dreams. Here you go. Time to rise. Find your space. Be proud of yourself. Take the spotlight. Unless you try, you will never find the strength that is inside. Unless you fly, you will never reach for the stars in the night. So embrace the joy that brightens light. With all your desire, your passion, your fire,
the global rise and Olympic journey of Heyball. From a street game to the world stage, Heyball has undergone a magnificent transformation. Over 27 years, Joy has invested over 500 million RMB, elevating championship prize money from 8,000 to 5 million today. This has propelled the sport to gain popularity in 96 countries and regions.
Welcome back, everybody. We're just about to start the final now here at the 2025 Heyball International Open Australia stop at the ZZ Joy Billiards Club in Melbourne. After 6 days, 144 players later, we are down to just two. Jack Whelan from the UK against Justin Sage from Australia. Race to 13. 150-minute time limit, winners break format. This is going to be a real cracker of a match. Now, these players route to the final in stage 3, the last 16, which was single elimination. Jack Whelan had to go through Alec Everinides 9-3. Then Jason Turon 8-7, and this morning Jake McCartney 11-4. Scoreline was 6-0 and 7-2, 7-3, 10-4, and then 11-4. And Justin Sage had to go through Steve Mifsud 9-1, Diana Kajeva 6-3, and recently Kurt Dunham earlier this morning as well on the TV table 8-5. So Jack Whelan has won the leg, and he will be breaking in this first frame. This is a race to 13 for the title of this Australia stop. So most importantly, potted a ball on the break. And solids in play now. Both these players in fantastic form throughout the tournament. Coming through stage 2 unbeaten. Stage 2 was double elimination. 64 players down to 16, so you could afford to take a loss and come through the losers bracket. But these two players coming through the winners bracket without loss into the last 16. And I have to say, having had both these players on the TV table throughout this tournament in excellent form, and I mean the performance this morning from both of them. Justin Sage against Kurt Dunham, 8-5, but quite dominant in that. And of course, Jack Whelan up against Jake McCartney, 11-4 this morning. And if you'd remember, Jake McCartney winning the Oceania Open in Sydney just a few days ago. It was a good win for him, so we also expected him to be in really good form in this tournament, which he was, until he came up against Jack Whelan in that semi-final match. Yeah, look at that. That was a tough combination to get right. You know, Jack Whelan, looking at some of his statistics over the past year, especially at the Continental Heyball events, most of them third place or fourth place finishes, so just always losing out in the semi-finals. The Asian Open, the African Open, Champion of Champions, and the Oceania Open this year as well. All third and fourth bronze place finishes for Jack Whelan. So this time in the final, and I can tell you he is very hungry to get this title now. This cue ball needs to travel. Yeah, slight misjudgment on the pace of the cushion with the cue ball. Yeah, but what was shocking this morning was we had Justin Sage and Kurt Dunham on the TV table. I think we were at about 3-2 scoreline, and we checked the score on Jack Whelan's match, and he's 6-0 up already. Yeah, but I think he's going to be in trouble now, having just one object ball left on the table. Justin Sage now 6, playing 1, so many places to put the cue ball. Only benefit here for Jack at the moment is the 2 close to the bottom left corner pocket on our screen, which means it is a little bit more difficult to get the cue ball safe on the top end, because if you do leave it open, high chance to pot that. So he's potted a stripe into the center. Also, the problem here for Justin is be difficult for him to open the 11 off that cushion without then leaving the 2 available for Jack. Yeah, push the 9 down, and this is what I meant. Plenty of places to put the cue ball. Even if he didn't get it behind the 14, he was going to be behind the 11 as well. Swerve off one cushion. A legal shot. Yeah, that's still a bit tricky for Justin, although he has more balls on the table, more places to put the cue ball behind. The 2 ball is in a good position for Jack. And that makes it very difficult for him to take off the 11 from the cushion and then execute a finish. He's going to bide his time and wait for a better opportunity. But in this game, if you don't manage to pot your last ball, this is what you can expect. You really either have to get quite lucky or your opponent has to make quite a big blunder for you to get a relatively easy shot at your last ball. That's what I was saying. He's almost potted the 2 in the top right corner pocket on our screen. Yeah, he's done a lap around the table now. All 4 stripes nicely open. It's just the 11. He's checked the cue ball off the cushion. He's landed almost behind the 11 now. In this scenario, I think if you could get the cue ball, park the cue ball behind the black ball, so get the 11 off the cushion. It's a tricky shot. So your aim is to get the cue ball right behind the black ball around bottom left corner pocket. It's called his extension now, so players get 45 seconds per shot, 1 extension of 30 seconds per frame. And that's the shot that he's tried to play. He's tried to park the cue ball behind that black ball. What has he left for Jack Whelan? He's left a long distance 2 ball and the black ball on this bottom cushion on our screen. Yeah, he should be able to come down the right side of the table. Yeah, he was so straight on that. It was going to be tough. He was trying to force a slight angle. And I would say that was half a chance for Jack Whelan to take the first frame. Once again, in this scenario, the 12, 11, they are big blocker balls as well if he wanted to put the cue ball behind them. And once again, he's left a pot available to Jack Whelan. The cue ball, if he takes this pot on, coming very close to the 14 and the black ball. Yeah, he would have been on it. He would have been on the black ball. Cannot believe that he's used his extension already. You can hear the referee counting down. Is he going to get the cue ball safe? Yeah, not a bad attempt at all. But I think there's a path to the 2 ball now. Clips the 2 ball in. Cue ball up and down the length of the table, back for the black ball. There we go. Oh, look at this. Have a look at this. It's going to most probably stop on the 14. A strange shot choice from Justin Sage. He's left him the pot 3 times now, and this time he's potted it. The 14 was the issue there, hampered by the 14. He had to bridge over that. Those shots are always tough. And now this first frame of this race to 13 timed match, just over 10 minutes played thus far. This match has a time limit of 150 minutes. Yeah, that was a must pot or must get the cue ball safe. He's got the cue ball safe, but this should be a jump shot. He should be getting the jump cue out. Yeah, so this is perfect for a jump shot. Not too much distance between cue ball and object balls, and a lot of time for the cue ball to settle. He's got it. He's got it. Just having a look at the cue ball. Cue ball stays on the table, and 1-0 to Jack Whelan. So far, I would say a few slight errors from Justin Sage, giving Jack Whelan 3 half chances, and in the end, managed to convert that point. First on the scoreboard, leading 1-0 in this race to 13. Winners break. Final of the Heyball International Australia stop. This tournament presented by Joy Billiards and Lieberwin Cloth. As you can see, this is being played on the Joy Q8 steel block cushion table, noticeable by its gold design and gold legs, clothed with the Lieberwin 8848 cloth as well. The same conditions you would have seen being used at the Joy Masters in China recently. Yeah, best conditions in the world at the moment to play the game of Heyball. He's potted a ball and he's running through these solids. From here, it does look like the 3 can get past the 12. He's played on it. Looks like he might be a little bit too straight on that 3 ball for his liking, but 6 ball goes into the center pocket. Into both center pockets, actually. Looks like he's going to be playing it into the right center. And he screwed it back that much so he gets a bounce off the left side cushion to open up the angle slightly, so that cue ball is not tight up against the baulk cushion. A very nice stroke to get that 6 in. Those are tough going into the center pocket like that. We saw Justin miss a black ball similar to that in the match earlier this morning, and this for Jack Whelan's second point and first break and run of the match. $50,000 of prize money for this tournament. That's total. Winner receives 15,000. That's 1-5. Second place 7,000. Third place 3,500, and then the rest is split from there. So now in this winner's break format, we'll see how dangerous that can be. I mean, we have seen players being able to run a few consecutive racks. It's a very quick way to take a big lead or even come back in a match if you are behind. It's what the winner's break format allows for. Don't see a ball in. Yep, that is a dry break, so no consecutive break and runs for now. A few of those balls just heading towards the center pocket jaws but bouncing out. And called his extension as well now. Yeah, not an easy choice to make at the moment. Stripes in play for Justin. Now we have the 2 stripes in the balk area, 14, 11, with the 2 in the middle. Does look like everything else goes. So if he is on the 10 to the center, he might have the angle to run through and get into that little grouping at the top of the table. Looks like he can actually see the 11. Yeah, I thought that was very close to the 2, but legal shot. And with that one shot, he's managed to free up the 14 as well. Doesn't look happy with that. Yeah, I think he's just gone past the 1. He's just gone past the 1, and I don't think he can see the potting angle of the 14. "14 was the next ball to take. Currently the only outlier in the pattern. It's the only ball, it's the only stripe that's the top end of the table. He's getting his jump cue now. 10 seconds, and he doesn't have any extensions. He's going to have to rush this. Oh, look at that. He just had to get past the edge of the 1. What a recovery shot that is, with the referee counting down from 5 seconds. Look, the recovery shouldn't have been needed, but it's nice to know that you have that in your back pocket to play when you need it. Yeah, but in the end, not able to continue with the visit. Now let's see, what can Jack Whelan do? He's currently 2-0 up. 1 break and run. Straight away attacks the problem ball, getting the 3 off the right side cushion, now potable into the center. As it stands, black ball does go into the bottom right corner pocket on our screen. So if he feels he can land on it nicely coming down the left side, then he wouldn't need to disturb that. Yeah, I think he wanted a little bit of a kiss on that. You know, he's managed to bump the 15 off the black ball, but still doesn't look like it goes now past that 15 into the bottom left. So it's going to have to go to the bottom right corner. Around the 7. Yeah, and the cue ball control from Jack Whelan at the moment is it's really good. Very comfortable on the table. Even the previous shot he just played to come around the angles, punch it, and stun around the angles. That is a proper Heyball shot. You see the Chinese players playing that shot all the time. This is all about pace now. This is all about pace. Almost perfect. And it's there, rack and run for Jack Whelan. His first visit at the table, and he clears up as he leads 3 frames to 0 over Justin Sage. And actually, that wasn't a rack and run from Jack Whelan in the previous frame. It was his break, his drive break from him. And Justin was on the rack and run, 1 visit clearance. And once again, lost the cue ball as Jack Whelan. Yeah, he's giving away these chances now on the break. First the dry break, now the cue ball. Justin Sage with ball in hand behind the balk line and has to play forward. what has he done there? And it's like the missed 15 in the previous frame. Look, of course, I'm not there next to these players to know exactly what they're going through. But to me, it looked like just a slight bit of decel on that shot and the one in the previous frame. And he's really opening up the door for Jack Whelan now. And so far, looking at the scoreline from his match against Jake McCartney, 11-4, and going 6-0 up so quickly, Jack Whelan in the mood to punish every single mistake and to take every chance he gets. Now the only problem I see on the table is the 3, but the previous shot, the pot on the 4 ball to get the cue ball onto the right side of the table, that was a great shot, which gave him a better angle on the 7 where he could hold the cue ball instead of leaving the cue ball on the left side of the table and just potting the 4. Should have meant he would possibly lose the cue ball. So it's all these little factors that are contributing to his success at the moment. Once again, played it around the cushions. So the 3 ball, that was a problem. That has been solved after he put the 2 to the center pocket. Yeah, this is gonna end up almost perfect. Yeah, it's almost straight in. And this for his 4th point. And it's there, and that's another 1 visit clearance from Jack Whelan. So far, scoreline 4-0. That's 4 points. 3 of them have been 1 visit clearances, including 1 break and run as well. So if he gets the break right, pots a ball on the break and has an open table, keeps the cue ball on the table as well. This is becoming a little bit worrying for Justin at the moment. He has to get on the scoreboard as quick as he can. How's the break looking? Don't see a ball in. Yeah, he's searching for that break because he knows that if he gets that right, it's another quick frame on the board, most likely with the way he's currently playing. So Justin back at the table, open table now. The last 2 frames, 1 miss in each frame, and it's cost him. Just those one miss in each frame has cost him 2 points already. I'll quickly forget about that, having sat in his chair while Jack took his previous 2 points. Now we have been playing for around 30 minutes, so still about 120 minutes left on the clock. Should be about that, so a lot of time. Does he play the black ball where it is when he gets there, or does he decide to disturb it? It is open to the center pocket, but you have to be on this end of the table. Nice pot on the 5, but where's the position? Yeah, he was focusing so much on getting that pot down. I think he might have just lost the cue ball for the 6 into the center. Yeah, there we see it. Doesn't have the potting angle to the 6 into the right center pocket. Referee calls 10 seconds. He's used his extension as well. Yeah. Great recovery shot. He thought the cue ball was in. He was already walking to his chair. But yeah, excellent recovery pot on the 2 ball down to the bottom left corner pocket. But he's going to need another like that. Not only does he have to pot the 3, he must try and get position on the 6 as well. This is close, a nudge off the 13, it's there. Look at that. Yeah, this would be a great point for Justin to get. Have a look at this. Just comes in tight, off the 13, in, stays on the 6 as well. Oh my word. Rattled the black ball. After all that. Just caught the inside jaw, and usually once it catches the inside jaw, it's not going in. Now this is one of those tough clearances that you get. Black ball hanging in the corner pocket and a few problem balls. It's coming towards the 13. The 13 now available. Yeah, nice little nudge on the 13 coming past. Yeah, he actually willed that. You saw him jump a little, he willed that to catch the jaw. And get out into the open. Didn't want that running down the right side cushion and staying in the middle. So just one more ball to worry about now. That's the 12 on the left side. Oh, he's rattled. And he's left it open. Yeah, he was playing for the 12. Get the 12 out into the open. And Justin Sage is going to get this point on the board. He gets his first point. Score 4-1 in favor of Jack Whelan. Now, if Jack would have made that finish, that would have hurt. That would have been a body blow to Justin. So that black ball not coming back to haunt Justin Sage after that missed shot. Able to get that point on the board, and he's breaking. Doesn't look like anything's gone in. Try break. Yeah, and Jack Whelan also is a great front runner. Once he takes the lead, it's very tough to catch him. But in saying that, he's also good at making comebacks as well. So all-round player and definitely in form. Yeah, but those were some great pots in the previous frame from Justin to get onto that black ball. The recovery pots needed. I think if he would have potted that black ball, it would have given him a huge, huge boost in this match. Because if you make a clearance like that and actually pot the black ball, it does something for you. You don't really end up thinking about the positional shots. You end up thinking that was a really good clearance to make when I needed to make it. I think Justin has to play very tight now. He can't afford any errors or loose play, and he has to try and reel in Jack Whelan the best he can. Keep him within 1 or 2 frames at least. He's not taking it on. He's deciding to take the 4 into the center. The 4 did look like it could go to the bottom though. Thought he would take the 5 to the left center pocket. He's got a decent cue ball after that shot at least. Yeah, he's judged the pace of that well. I don't know if he's got the position he wanted, but definitely judged the pace very well to not cause a foul there. Heyball rules. Cue ball or object ball has to touch cushion after contact. The 2 should be in. It's there. And at the moment, black ball does go to the top left corner pocket. These all go. Feel he has to commit to this now. Take this clearance on. Does he feel that there might be a need to disturb the black ball and the 12, make it a bit easier? It's similar to the black ball that he missed in the previous frame. I would feel that if he does get onto that black ball the way it is, he's going to punch it this time. Yeah, this tournament has a total prize fund of 50,000 US dollars. First prize being 15, second 7,000, and third place 3,500, and so on. Good pot on the 5, but he's left himself long 4 ball now. 6 does look like it goes into the center. The 6 also might be available into the same pocket as the 4. Yeah, now Jack looking like he's going to take this on. Punch that in. But not perfect on the cue ball. He's caught that thin as you saw it going in off the jaw. Had he made contact with that slightly thicker into the center of the pocket, he would have been on the 15 and the 13. now the 12 ball just in front of the black ball. I don't think it goes the way it is. He's going to park the cue ball behind the black ball. Yeah, now instead of risking a cannon into that, possibly putting 12 on the cushion, played the shot that more than likely secures himself the frame. And yes, it is. It is the right shot, but I mean, you got to have a lot of discipline to play that shot. Especially when you have the momentum and have the lead. Had the angle on the 10 to take it to the top right and cue ball off 2 cushions into the 12, but yeah, he's got a chance once again now. That being said, that was a excellent kick shot from Justin. He almost potted the 4 ball in the top right. Touch of good fortune with the 6 ball clearing both stripes. This black ball for his 5th point, and to lead 5-1 in this final race to 13 against Justin Sage. Justin at the table on stripes, and stripes are looking quite good for him. Definitely see a possible clearance here of Jack Whelan's break. And that's what we've seen also from Justin. He can clear up a table really quickly, and it's a huge advantage, especially in a timed match. If he gets the opportunity, he's able to put a point on the board, usually in about under 6 minutes. And currently being behind, that's what he needs. Okay, that's not perfect, and on the corner of the screen I saw Jack Whelan shaking his head. It's there. 12 is there, he's gone into the 6, and the black ball goes. Yeah, really nice clearance from Justin Sage there, and that is a rack and run for him to put his second point on the board. Score now 5-2 in favor of Jack Whelan in this race to 13. So winner's break. Justin will stay at the table. Yeah, the 7's in. 1 also close to that corner pocket. It's a good break from Justin. That was quite a quick previous frame. That was definitely, looked to me like it was under 6 minutes or so. So that's what I mean. He can put these together quite quick when he's at the table. This is exactly what he needs. He needs to try and shift the momentum in his favor. Get some time at the table. Forget about the missed pots and yeah, just worry about each frame as it comes. Much easier to say that than to actually do that, but that's what he needs to do. And yeah, I mean, it can be very easy for us watching to judge a player's choices, but we aren't the ones currently sat in that chair playing against a Jack Whelan that's not missing a ball. So it is, yeah, you have to remember, this is a final. There's a lot at stake. It's a high pressure match. These players have been playing for 6 days to get here. think the 10 is through. The 10 goes between 4, 3 and 2. Yes, it does. It's a big shot. And it's there right in the center of the pocket. And look at how quick that was. That was in about 3 minutes. Justin Sage putting another point on the board with a break and run. Score now 5-3. It's exactly what he needs at the right time as well. Yeah, so it definitely helps when you can make a clearance that quick. In terms of getting the match even if you are behind, and especially with the time limit in place. About 90 minutes remaining in this match, 150-minute time limit. That looks like a dry break, so no consecutive break and runs yet in this match. Solids in play for Jack. Now having a look at the table, I see the 4 might be blocked by the 12 bottom end. Nearest to us on the bottom side of the table. Not sure if it goes past the 12, but say, judging from where the stripes are, solids are definitely better. You have a few more problems. You got the that is the 10 and the 14 tied up, 15, 11 near the left side cushion. Might actually play this off the 13. Yeah, he played that to play it off the 13, so the 2 would be open to that pocket. That was the shot he's played. And he's actually put the 13, the left side center pocket. That now would give Justin connected to open 15 and 11 if he needs to. Yeah, is there a way he could open up 10 and 14 and leave the cue ball safe at the same time? Because then if he does get another visit, they're all there. Not going that route. Okay, that's not too bad. 10 and 14 are open. 14 and 11 goes. Has he left Jack with a shot? If the 4 does go, he'll be taking it now, or it does. Camera angle can be deceiving. Now they all go. It's the 3 into the center, so we could do is take the 5, get the 5 out of the way, and then play the 3 off the 13. Yeah, now the 3 goes off the 13 into the center. Just has to find a way to connect. He's gonna go long on the 7. Make sure he has an angle which naturally takes the cue ball out. That's a little bit much. That is a little bit high. Still should be good though. Cue ball across for the black ball into the bottom left corner. Expect him to get this. Yeah, off the 13. Yeah, that's brilliant. And that for his 6th point as he leads 6 frames to 3 over Justin Sage in this race to 13 final of the Australia Stop 2025 Heyball International Open. Now he has had a few dry breaks. Be looking to fix that. Yeah, ball in, 2 balls in. Almost a third, almost the black ball as well. Now, if the black ball does go in on the break, it does favor the player who is at the table breaking. Has the choice to either take the black ball out and put it on the foot spot and continue play, or has the choice for a re-rack and break again. And that is the case even if the black ball is the only ball to go in. Four's in, but he's almost potted the cue ball as well. So recovery there, because he was not open for the 4 directly. Yeah, from where the cue ball was, that was an excellent recovery shot to play that combination. To judge that right, if you have been watching over the past few days, you'd see how difficult those combinations can be to get right. Not only that, the position on the 6, and there we coming down once again. On the rare occasion that Jack does lose the cue ball, he's able to play one great shot and get back into prime position. Now that is the sign of a great player. It's gonna happen that you do lose position. I mean, it could be the table, it could be the bounce. But if you are able to, one or two great shots, get back into position and carry on with the clearance, that's what's tough to do. And that for his 7th point, he leads 7 frames to 3 now in this race to 13. Let's say still quite a bit of time left on the clock. Around 80 minutes or so. $150 were allocated to the session, so 150-minute time limit race to 13. And that was actually a break and run, the previous frame from Jack. He potted a ball on the break and continued. So got a good break in the previous frame, but it's not consistent yet, and yeah, we're still not going to see any consecutive break and runs just yet in this match. So that dry break brings Justin Sage to the table. Looks like he is going stripes in play now. Does he go into the 15 from here? Looks like a slight angle. Yeah, good nudge on the 15. And I think that statistic is correct. Out of 10 breaks between them, 3 balls potted. Because so far we have 3 break and runs in this match. 2 from Jack Whelan, 1 from Justin Sage. So when these players have potted a ball in the break, they've gone on to make a break and run. It shows you the standard, so they can just get the break slightly better. But it's a tough break. I mean, we get so many comments about the winner's break format. Regarding that it's possibly unfair or things like that, or it should be changed. But in my opinion, the break is not easy. I mean, how many consecutive break and runs have we seen in this tournament? It's a triangle rack. a good pot on the 11. Those aren't easy, shooting into a blind pocket. Nicely around, capitalizing on the dry break from Jack Whelan at the moment. And quickly, again, very quickly indeed. Yeah, I think that's another, it's gonna be another clearance in about 3 or 4 minutes. Justin Sage with a rack and run, he gets his 4th point on the board. He trails 7 frames to 4. And that will be a player timeout at 7-4. That's 11 frames played. So we will be back in about 5 to 10 minutes, guys. Thank you for joining us and stay tuned.
一线赛事指定台迷丁俊晖、奥沙利文、郑宇博、楚秉杰等国内外一线球星代言。利百文，中国台迷领导品牌。中式八球，俗称黑八，是一项原创于中国的运动，在乔氏的推动下，已走进全球69个国家。乔氏中式八球，风靡全球的中国运动。
Don't be afraid, remember the dreams. Here you go, time to rise. Find your space, be proud of yourself. Take the spotlight. Unless you try, you will never find the strength that is inside. Unless you fly, you will never reach for the stars in the night. So embrace the joy that brightens light. With all your desire, your passion, your fight. Every move you make, a dance of grace. You're the master, you're the queen. Just embrace the joy that brightens light. With victory's own, your heart, your mind. Every shot you take, a dream that claims. Nothing is gonna hold you back. You will shine. Hey, don't be afraid. Remember the dreams. Here you go. Time to rise. Find your space. Be proud of yourself. Take the spotlight. Unless you try, you will never find the strength that is inside. Unless you fly, you will never reach for the stars in the night. So embrace the joy
we are back after that player break. The score is 7-4 in favor of Jack Whelan in this race to 13 grand final winners break format against Justin Sayich. In the previous frame before the break, try break from Jack Whelan and a quick counter clearance from Justin Sayich. And we are ready to go. This is a timed match at 150 minutes. No matter the score or the position on the table, when clock strikes 0, that is the end of the match. If scores are tied, it will be a penalty shootout. Black ball on the foot spot. That's where the first ball is racked, and cue ball in the center of the balk line. Players get 5 tries each. If the scores are still tied after that, it will be a sudden death in the penalty shootout. So as this is a timed match, I've been playing for around 1 hour 20 minutes. Means there should be about 70 minutes left on the clock, so just over an hour. Now if Justin is to make a comeback, with how quick he can put together a frame and a clearance, more than enough time for him. At the moment, the only thing letting Jack Whelan down is the dry breaks. Managing to make some incredible clearances, but dry breaks are costing him opportunities at the table. So far, 2 break and runs for Jack Whelan, 1 rack and run, and 2 rack and runs, 1 break and run for Justin Sayich. Yeah, still has the 13 in the balk area to worry about. Thing is, playing a shot like the 13, you don't want to be working the cue ball too much. You don't want to be putting too much pace into that shot. Unnecessary pace. Much rather have a connector. Taking the 9 now means the connector's not there. Means he has to make position after this 13. Wants to land about where he's pointed the cue now for the 10 ball next to the black ball. Yeah, he's cued that so well. That is a really good shot. Now 14 does go to the bottom left corner pocket. Taking the 10 will also open up the black ball as well. Yeah, brilliant. Nice little nudge into the black ball. Opened it up. And now this is time in the match where the scoreline makes a huge difference. Each frame. Little nudge into the 1 again to stay on the black ball. Yeah, what I mean by that is a frame like this, the difference between 8-4 or 7-5. I mean, that's huge. It's there. Break and run for Justin Sage. 7-5 now. Yeah, very nicely taken clearance, but for me, the 13 ball, that was shot of that frame. To play the 13 at that pace, get the cue ball around 2 cushions for the position on the 10. Wasn't perfect on the 10, but that allowed him to just nudge the black ball out as well, making it slightly easier position from the 14. And just like that, he's right back in this match now. Just 2 frames the difference. And time not really an issue at the moment. I think about an hour left, or maybe just slightly more than that. And if there was a time for Justin to catch Jack, it's now. It needs to be now. Can't afford to let him go 3, 4, 5 frames ahead. It starts off with a good break for him to stay at the table. He's hit those well. He's hit those well, and he's deserved to pot a ball on that break. Yeah, look at the split. He really got into that break well. You could hear it. Good, solid hit. Stripes in play. Really decent split on the break. Not really any terrible clusters on the table. The only ball for stripes that requires concern is the 11. And this is what I meant by how quick he moves around the table, how quick he's able to put a clearance together. Little nudge into the 11, yeah, just like that. And does the 11 now go? Yeah, he's looking at it. Jack's had a look as well from his seat. He's still looking. I'm not sure. It's tough to tell from this angle. Yeah, it does. It does. To me, the 11 goes. Definitely does. He's overrun the cue ball slightly to play the 14 into the center. Now from 7-4 down before the break. Made it 7-5. It's one good shot away from getting nicely on the 15 and making it 7-6. Okay, he's got the pot. He's got the pot. And this 15 goes to the bottom left corner pocket. From here it looks like it can go. in a situation like this now, I mean, he's committed to the clearance. This ball has to go somewhere. Or it needs to park right in the jaws of the pocket. This is going to be very close to being in. Yeah, he's overcut that, so parked in the jaws of the pocket. It's close enough. Now Jack back to the table. He's been sat in that chair for the frame before the break. It was a rack and run from Justin, and the frame after the break. Yeah, now this is going to be one of those clutch clearances. And if you make it, it changes the entire dynamic of a match. Especially when your opponent is coming back at you. He's behind the 4-ball, looking at it. He's looking at it down to the 15 because there is a gap. Can go in off the 15. That is a big pocket for the 4 to go in. A little bit much. That's a little bit far. Would have liked to be almost right behind the 4-ball, playing it down to that 15. But it is a big pocket, so it's almost like playing this into a blind pocket, although you can go inside jaw first. But no, it was too much. It was too much. Yeah, he's caught the cushion way too early on that. Been slightly fortunate with where the cue balls ended up. I mean, it could have landed straight for the 15 into that bottom left corner pocket. He didn't have many choices from that. At least it would have been better if the 15 went closer towards that bottom left corner. But these solids all go now for Jack Whelan. He's really good at making those clutch pots, you know, those pressure pots when he needs to. Even the 6-ball earlier in the first visit along the ball cushion, that was not an easy shot from where the cue ball was. He's played a shot like that knowing that if he misses, high chance of losing the frame. He's managed to hold the cue ball, hit that quite thick as well to reduce the angle of the cue ball off the cushion. And this black ball now for Jack Whelan's 8th point as he opens up the lead once again. 8 frames to 5. He's got the 3-point gap. And he's put a stop to that comeback from Justin. Justin winning 2 frames on the spin before that. I think it would have been a very different story had he landed better on the 15, and if the 15 had gone, yeah, this could be a pivotal point in this match now, that previous frame. So 8-5, race to 13, winner's break, so Jack Whelan will stay at the table to break. The thing is, his breaks have not been working that well. If there was a time for the breaks to work for him, to stay in the lead and to pull away, it's now. I can tell you what, Justin, if he gets to the table, he's going to take every single chance he can get to close that gap once again. Don't see a ball in. It didn't sound like a good hit. Didn't look like a... Yeah, they didn't split immediately. So open table. Try break. Justin Sage to the table. He's 8-5 down. And we should have just over 50 minutes left in the session. So I don't think time an issue just yet for these players. Because playing from down, Justin knows how quickly he can. And there was the clock, 52 minutes. Here we go, 52 minutes, 43 seconds. Yeah, so usually the clock matters, especially for the player that's down. I mean, if there's 5 minutes left on the clock and you're down by 3, that's a problem. But at the moment, 50 plus minutes, 3 frames down, it's more than enough time. Also, once he's worked out his route and he commits to the clearance, he does take them on pretty quickly, does Justin. He's just looked at the 5 ball. Is he playing the 11 off the 5? Yes, he is. Quite surprised at that. I'm sure he could see the potting angle on the 11 to take it down. I think maybe he also felt that he gets the 5 ball safe like that. Now, if this goes full tactical and it's a long drawn out frame that takes 20 minutes, then definitely advantage Jack Whelan. because then time can start to be an issue if a frame like this takes 20 minutes, which we have seen in the tournament. Sometimes you get these long drawn out tactical battles. Little nudge on the 12. He's looking at the 13 in the top right corner. Oh, he's looking to see whether the 4 can sneak in. Once again, from this angle, from where we are, it looks way too tight. The top right corner pocket to get in. Even cushion first. I mean, how perfect do you have to hit that? Use the weight of the ball to carry it to the pocket. Yeah, like that. Like that. That was a brilliant attempt. Hit that almost perfectly. Yeah, but looking at where the balls are currently, with the 3 being where it is, the 4 as well, the 5 currently looks potable. I must say, Solid's big favorite in this frame. Unless Justin can find a way to turn it around. He's going to pot the 4 with the combination. Oh, double drop. That's his way of turning it around. There we see the 5 and the 11 now. From there it looks like the 11 might actually go off the jaw. With the way he played the double drop earlier, the previous shot, he might be wanting to do the same with the black ball. He's going for the 11 now, so we are right behind the bottom right corner, and it's gone. Oh, look at what he's done there. He's released the black ball, but there's no real recovery ball after that. That was the only problem with a shot like that. The chances that you were going to get the cue ball out and into a place where you could pot the 14 is quite slim. So what he's done there is he's left Jack with something, but he's left him with a tester. Hand on the cushion. Yeah, hand on the cushion. It's not there. It's wide. Oh, but he's played that very clever as well. He's tried to hide the cue ball from potting angle of the 12. I think he's got that as well. Looks to me like he wants to put the cue ball back up on the ball cushion. Now if he can get it tight on the ball cushion, needs to slow down. It's taken quite a bounce, but with the 14 being where it is, 2 not available to the bottom right corner pocket. And since he didn't take the 7 in the shot before, I don't think the 7 goes past the black ball either. So he's got one choice, the 5. Now he's potted one like this earlier in the match. A little bit. He's just raised the hand to Justin there. A little bit of good fortune from Jack Whelan to leave the 5 tied to the 14. And this frame is currently burning time. I think we are over 10 minutes in this frame as well. Oh, what a shot that is. As a great attempt from Justin, and if that had gone in, surely would have been his point then, with the 12 sitting in the top left corner pocket. Chance now for Jack. Seven to the top right corner. Has to get the cue ball there from the 2 though. And these have to go. No room for error now, where the stripes are currently. Once again, cue ball on a string. With the black ball just being slightly away from the pocket, he's gonna need to work the cue ball a bit. You don't want this near the cushion. And this black ball now for 9-5. And it's there. Stays down to watch that go in. That black ball for 9-5 for Jack Whelan in this race to 13 over Justin Sayich. Now Justin trailing by 4. Now time might start to be a factor. I think we were at just above 50 minutes at the start of this frame, the previous frame. And we should be around 40 or just under 40 minutes remaining now. Winners break format. Jack Whelan to break, currently 9-5 up. It was solid. It was a solid hit. I don't see anything going into the pocket though. Yeah, the 7 just going around the jaws at the right center pocket. Percentage of potting a ball on the break for both players around, say, about 20%. Referee's called 10 seconds. Yeah, she was on 2 there and he's played. He's managed to save himself from taking the extension. 39 or 38 minutes left now. Now, are we going to see a great comeback in the last third of this match? Looking good so far. He's taking a stroll around the table to just make sure. Yeah, it is a little bit awkward coming over the 6 ball to play the 14. The 14, the only ball for him that's in the top half of the table. Gets the cue ball to the bottom half and they're all there. He's decided against the 14. He's taking the 9 on. This does mean a little bit more cue ball movement. Go from down, up, and down again. Which shouldn't be a problem. I think better this time. 6 shouldn't cause a problem with the bridging. Now 15 for the center pocket. You're playing into a... It might look like a large area, but it's actually quite tight. You have to pass the 5, but not go past the black ball. Do you see what I'm saying? It looked like a large area, but if you get into that too much, that's the problem. I think we can blame the commentator for that one. If there was ever a time he needed to pull off a good jump shot, it's now. It's about 2 ball space between cue ball and black ball. Should have enough time to get the cue ball down. Yeah, brilliant. That is a brilliant jump shot when he needed it the most. quite neat with his jump shots is Justin Sage. Is it there? It looks good. It's there. It's a huge point. That is a huge point for Justin Sage to get his 6th frame on the board with a rack and run off Jack Whelan's dry break. Yeah, under that pressure of currently being down, being in the final, time running down, and yeah, to make that jump shot the way he did and to get the position on the black ball. Major credit for that one. Problem is, he's not going to stay at the table, and that's a dry break. That's been the pattern so far. Both these players, they're not able to use the winner's break format and take a few consecutive break and runs. Stay at the table, and especially now, Justin needing to do that, being 3 frames down, was not the time to have a dry break in this match. Now just over 30 minutes remaining. That is still enough time for Justin to possibly pull this back. A bump. Yeah, it's a good shot. He's opened the pocket. 9 goes into that pocket. And he should be on the 15, if not the 13 as well. That would do him good if he gets the point off the dry break. Doesn't end up costing him. I mean, that's almost perfect on the 9. If you had ball in hand and you needed to play the 9, it's pretty much where you'd place the cue ball. Yeah, punch that in nicely. And now with the real chance at taking his 7th point. To me, it looks like the 10 could go into the bottom left, but definitely through for the bottom right if the 12 wasn't there. And I've noticed he's taking a little bit more time on this, but I can see why. It's been a tough clearance to make. And it's a very important one. Yeah, the 10 is definitely through to this pocket. Now, does he play the 10, hold the cue ball on the black ball, or play the 12 to get the position? He's going to need to use the rest for the 12. Yeah, I would definitely say you don't want to be short on that 10. Yeah, it's almost perfect. This is a huge frame in this match. Massive, massive point. Not only for the scoreline, but also because it's off his dry break. It looks good. It's there. 9-7. Justin Sage gets his 7th point, and he's within 2 again. Winner's break. He'll be breaking in the next frame. And if there was a time for him to pot a ball on the break and get a good split, and almost the entire match, Justin has had to play from behind. He's down 7-4 at the break. After that, he was down 9-5. He's pulled it back now to 9-7 in this race to 13. No matter what happens in this match, I mean, the grit and the fight from Justin. It's lovely to see a player fighting like that. So just under 30 minutes remaining in the session now. There's a ball in. Two balls in. I see the solids. 2 solids on the left side of the table. Yeah, 2 and the 4 currently left side cushion. It's okay. Pushed it off, has the recovery on the 15. Also has the 12 to the center if that went wrong. What a time for Justin Sage to have a break like this. It's interesting. There's 3 stripes left on the table. It's quite a sharp angle to clip the 12 into the bottom right corner pocket. Want to thread the cue ball through the gap, between 4 and black ball. Yeah, that's the gap he's looking for. But you have to get into this quite a bit to find that gap, to not run into the 4. That was the problem. It's always going to be coming really close to the 4 ball. Cue ball had to come much closer to the bottom left corner pocket to swing around those 2 cushions, but he's okay. Has a shot on the 14. He's also pushed the 4 and 2 safer than they were. It's there. That is there. He's got an angle on the 9 as well. Yeah, and he's been potting those so easily throughout this tournament. And look at the position he has on this black ball. And this frame, I believe, just 3 or 4 minutes. And it's there, cue ball safe as well. 8th point on the board. And that is another break and run for Justin Sage. He's on 3 break and runs, 3 rack and runs. 9-8 from 9-5 down. 3 frames on the spin. Now there should be just over 20 minutes left on the clock, so yeah, we said there's enough time. Winners break format. Justin Sage to break, currently 9-8 down. Sounded very solid, but he hasn't made a ball. Yeah, nothing in on that, so Jack Whelan to the table. He's glanced at the match clock as he's got up from his chair. Oh, look at where the cue ball's gone. Yeah, that's a tough roll. That is a very tough roll to have. What a time to have a roll like that. My word, he's not on the 9, he's not on the 11. I think he can just see the 12, but look at where the 12 is. Just past the foot spot. Just wide. Look, it's not well, it's not an easy clearance on solids. Even if there is one, it's tough. The 3 currently looks like it can't go by the 13. 5 stuck on the left side cushion. Oh, the 3 is going to go in. Oh, look at that. There we go, 20 minutes left. Yeah, I mean, what a piece of good fortune that is for the 3 to go in. Gets the 5 out. 3 goes in, and all of a sudden, those are the 2 balls that I said were a problem. Having the 1 The top left means he can get into the 7 and the 5 as well. And look at this. He's looking at 5-1 combination. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. The only problem I have with that is the 5 naturally will be heading towards the stripes. I mean, you are relying on a touch of good fortune as well. To where the 5 ball ends up after that. That's it's an interesting shot choice. What can he see from where the cue ball is currently? Yeah, he's taking the 2 to the center. And it's there. Rolls past the 14 now. Has the option to play the shot that he was looking at. He was looking at 5-1 combination, which I was saying I'm worried where the 5 ball is going. Yeah, the 5 could go, depending on how hard he hits us, it could go through the gap between 11 and 9, end up on the right side. Now he's hit that too full, way too full. And look at how quickly Jack Whelan is at the table. Should be around 15 to 16 minutes left in this match. Now, these are the situations where Jack Whelan is so dangerous. He's planning and his routing is almost second to none around the table. And in that comes another huge part of this game, and that's shot selection. I mean, selecting the right shot is so important. You can be such a good potter and positional player, but if you can't select the right shots, I mean, you make the game so much tougher for yourself. Can you imagine playing a race to 13, having to play recovery shots every second shot? For 2.5 hours having to play recovery shots, it's tough. Doing the least amount of work with the cue ball, letting the natural angles let the cue ball flow around the table. Do you see what I mean? Like that. Exactly like that. Left himself the perfect angle. Checked it into the right side cushion. Absolutely ruthless. Very clean. Very clean from Jack Whelan as he takes his 10th point. He's leading 10 frames to 8 over Justin Sage with around, I would say about 15 or just under 15 minutes left on the match clock. This is a race to 13 winners break, but also a 150-minute timed match. There we go, just under 15 minutes. Two ball goes in, so that was almost looking like it was going to be a dry break. Two ball finds its way into the top left corner pocket. Yeah, through all the traffic. Look at that. Now, if you sat in that chair, 2 frames down, time running down, and your opponent's at the table, it's a very tough place to be. It's a place you don't want to be in. There's nothing you can do. Absolutely nothing you can do. You can just hope for an opportunity. I think somebody just stood up or something in Jack's eye line. He was playing to stop on the 4, he hasn't done, and cue ball in. Oh my. That is a ridiculous kiss on the 4 ball. He's played to stop on it full ball. Ended up glancing it. I was just about to say, being 2 frames up with time ticking down and you're at the table, you're in the driving seat. Now ball in hand for Justin anywhere on the table. And this is where he's going to need a bit of speed. Good thing is that this is how he usually plays anyway. So it's not as if you are now purposefully rushing the shots. I mean, what are the chances that we see a penalty shootout in the final? Haven't had one on the TV table yet, at least from stage 2 onwards. Look at that, trying to hold on the 6. Yeah, that's why he's caught that thick. He was trying to hold the cue ball. Took his eye off the pot there. It was an opportunity. And that was purposeful. Purposeful nudge into the 6 to just push it safe. I don't think Jack expected to be at the table so soon after that mistake, potting the cue ball. 8 minutes, 40 seconds left in this match. And that's how it feels sitting in that chair with time ticking down when you're not at the table. Yeah, you can see Jack knows the importance of each and every single one of these pots. I mean, over the past year, he's been third or fourth semi-final loss in so many of these events. He's been knocking on the door for so long. And it's there. Extends his lead once again, 11-8 against Justin Sage, and with only about 5 minutes or so left. Over 5 minutes, 7 minutes left. 7 minutes left, 3 frames down. Yeah, so Jack Whelan last year at the World Championship, losing out in the final of that one. After that, third in Qatar at the Asian Open, third in Africa at the African Open in Morocco, third this year at the Champion of Champions. I think third again at the Oceania Open a few days ago. When I say third, that's a loss in the semi-final. That's his recent results in these WPA Joy Continental events. So 3 frames down, Justin Sage at the table, must pot everything. Just over 5 minutes left. You have to take into consideration time for racking as well. 5 minutes remaining now in this match. Jack Whelan leading 11 frames to 8 in this race to 13 final here at the 2025 Heyball International Open Australia stop. We are live from the ZZ Joy Billiards Club in Melbourne. This being the 6th day of this tournament, 144 players starting this tournament and now down to the final 2. Four minutes left now. Yeah, I think Jack's a bit, he's overcome with emotion a bit at the moment. I know he's not over the line yet, but he's 3 ahead, about just over 3 minutes remaining. And I have mentioned his recent results in the Heyball tournaments, the international Heyball events. And although he's had a good run, he's always said he's had a good run, but it doesn't feel like it coming up third every time or losing in the semi-final every time. And how dominant has he been in this tournament? I mean, the win over Jake McCartney earlier this morning, 11 frames to 4. It's absolutely ridiculous standard from him. Went 6-0 up. And I checked the scoreline for the first time, he was already 6 up. It's gonna pot that 4 and stay there. Yeah, he's had a glance at the match clock. I mean, it should be only about 1 or 2 minutes left on that. 1 minute remaining, and I know it's not over until the clock reaches 0, but 3 frames, 1 minute. I have to say, I mean, this has been a great performance from both players. Justin Sage throughout the tournament. Fantastic play and really consistent. This might be 11-9. Yeah, it's gonna be 11-9. It's 11-9, but congratulations to Jack Whelan. Unbelievable. After so many semi-final losses, it's there. It's finally there for Jack Whelan, and I mean, you can see it. Look at the emotion on his face. You can see how much it means to him. Well deserved. He's throughout this tournament. He's been absolutely unstoppable, especially through stage 2 and stage 3. Some really big wins. I mean, he's had to go through some of the best players in the world. In stage 3, he's gone through Alec Evernides 9-3, Jason Turon from South Africa 8-7. Looks like that was one of his toughest battles. After that, Jake McCartney this morning 11-4. But your winner of the 2025 Heyball International Open, Jack Whelan, the Australia Stop champion. I must say, very, very well deserved, Jack. And once again, very well played from Justin Sage as well. Just not taking all his opportunities, but he was playing against a force who wasn't missing a ball, taking every single point he could in Jack Whelan. Big thank you to everybody joining us for this tournament, and yeah, stay tuned. We will have the prize giving in a few moments' time. But yeah, massive win for Jack Whelan, and thank you guys for staying with us. I'm your commentator. It's been a pleasure being with you guys. I'm Raymond Tillak from South Africa, commentator for the Joy Heyball International events, and it's been my privilege bringing you the stream and the commentary as well. So yeah, stay tuned. The stream will continue for the prize giving. Thank you guys so much and take care.
一线赛事指定排名：丁俊晖、奥沙利文、郑宇博、楚秉杰等国内外一线球星代言。厉百文，中国台泥领导品牌。中式八球，俗称黑八，是一项原创于中国的运动，在乔氏的推动下，已走进全球69个国家。乔氏中式八球，风靡全球的中国运动。
Don't be afraid, remember the dreams. Here you go, time to rise. Find your space, be proud of yourself. Take the spotlight, unless you try, you will never find the strength that is inside. Unless you fly, you will never reach for the stars in the night. So embrace the joy that brightens life. With all your desire, your passion, your fight. Every move you make, a dance of grace. You're the master, you're the queen. Just embrace the joy that brightens life. With time to rise. Find your space. Be proud of yourself. Take the spotlight. Unless you try, you will never find the strength that is inside. Unless you fly, you will never reach for the stars in the night. So embrace the joy that brightens life with all your desire, your passion, your fight. Every move you make, a dance of grace. You're the master, you're the queen. Just embrace the joy that brightens life with victory's own. Your heart, your mind. Every shot you take, a dream that claims. Nothing is gonna hold you back. You will shine. So embrace the joy that brightens life with all your desire, your passion, your fight. Every move you make, a dance of grace. You're the master, you're the queen. Just embrace the joy that brightens life with victory's own. Your heart, your mind. Every shot you take, a dream that claims. Nothing is gonna hold you back. You will shine. You will shine. You will
The global rise and Olympic journey of Heyball. From a street game to the world stage, Heyball has undergone a magnificent transformation. Over 27 years, Joy has invested over 500 million RMB, elevating championship prize money from 8,000 to 5 million today. This has propelled the sport to gain popularity in 96 countries and regions, making it become the world's 4 mainstream Q sports and attracting over 120 million enthusiasts worldwide. To realize Heyball's inclusion in the 2032 Brisbane Olympics, Joy is building a comprehensive matrix of 9 international tournaments. These include the Asian Championship, European Championship, America's Open, Oceania Open, Champion of Champions, Passport World Championship, and U19 World Championship. 2025, the focus will be on Brisbane, Australia, laying the groundwork for the Olympic campaign as a strategic advanced outpost. Partnering with hundreds of media platforms, including Xinhua News Agency, CCTV, YouTube, and Facebook, the sport has achieved total exposure in the billions. The Olympic inclusion goal has won strong backing from over 70 authoritative bodies, including International Olympic Committee, IOC members, the Association of National Olympic Committees, ANOC, the World Confederation of Billiards Sports, WCBS, World Pool Billiard Association, WPA, and the Asian Confederation of Billiard Sports, ACBS. Joy has invested $300 million to build a billiards industrial park with projected annual output valued at $3 billion, solidifying the economic foundation for Olympic inclusion. Today, Heyball has become a bridge for cultural exchange. We refine tournaments to Olympic standards and fuel dreams with industrial momentum to determined to bring this globally beloved sport into the Olympic arena and offer the world a more diverse sporting spectacle.
一线赛事指定台迷丁俊晖、奥沙利文、郑宇博，楚秉杰等国内外一线球星代言。利百文，中国台迷领导品牌。中式八球，俗称黑八，是一项原创于中国的运动，在乔氏的推动下，已走进全球69个国家。乔氏中式八球，风靡全球的中国运动。
Don't be afraid, remember the dreams. Here you go, time to rise. Find your space, be proud of yourself. Take the spotlight. Unless you try, you will never find the strength that is inside. Unless you fly, you will never reach for the stars in the night. So embrace the joy that brightens light. With all your desire, your passion, your fight. Every move you make, a dance of grace. You're the master, you're the queen. Just embrace the joy that brightens light. With victory's own, your heart, your mind. Every shot you take, a dream that clings. Nothing is gonna hold you back. You will shine. Hey, don't be afraid. Remember the dreams. Here you go. Time to rise. Find your space. Be proud of yourself. Take the spotlight. Unless you try, you will never find the strength that is inside. Unless you fly, you will never reach for the stars in the night. So embrace the joy that brightens light. With all your desire, your passion, your fight.
the global rise and Olympic journey of Heyball. From a street game to the world stage, Heyball has undergone a magnificent transformation. Over 27 years, Joy has invested over 500 million RMB, elevating championship prize money from 8,000 to 5 million today. This has propelled the sport to gain popularity in 96 countries and regions, making it become the world's 4 mainstream cue sports and attracting over 120 million enthusiasts worldwide. To realize Heyball's inclusion in the 2032 Brisbane Olympics, Joy is building a comprehensive matrix of 9 international tournaments. These include the Asian Championship, European Championship, America's Open, Oceania Open, Champion of Champions, Passport World Championship, and U19 World Championship. 2025, the focus will be on Brisbane, Australia, laying the groundwork for the Olympic campaign as a strategic advanced outpost. Partnering with hundreds of media platforms, including Xinhua News Agency, CCTV, YouTube, and Facebook, the sport has achieved total exposure in the billions. The Olympic inclusion goal has won strong backing from over 70 authoritative bodies, including International Olympic Committee, IOC members, the Association of National Olympic Committees, ANOC, the World Confederation of Billiards Sports, WCBS, World Pool Billiard Association, WPA, and the Asian Confederation of Billiard Sports, ACBS. Joy has invested 300 million to build a billiards industrial park with projected annual output valued at 3 billion, solidifying the economic foundation for Olympic inclusion. Today, Heyball has become a bridge for cultural exchange. We refine tournaments to Olympic standards and fuel dreams with industrial momentum, determined to bring this globally beloved sport into the Olympic arena and offer the world a more diverse sporting spectacle.
一线赛事指定排名：丁俊晖、奥沙利文、郑宇博、楚秉杰等国内外一线球星代言。厉百文，中国台泥领导品牌。中式八球，俗称黑八，是一项原创于中国的运动，在乔氏的推动下，已走进全球69个国家。乔氏中式八球，风靡全球的中国运动。
closing ceremony. Good evening, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the closing ceremony of the 2025 Joy Heyball International Open Melbourne Stop. I'm MC Diana, and it's so lovely to be here once again and to witness the finals tonight. The Melbourne Open started on the 29th of September, and after 6 exciting days of competition, we have now come to a perfect end. We want to congratulate all the winners and also wishing everyone the best of luck for your future tournaments ahead. This event will never be possible without the hard work and effort from our venue team, organisers and staff members. So first of all, I would like to welcome Joy, Miss Zhang Xingru, the founder and CEO of ZZ Joy Billiards Club, to share her acknowledgements. Please welcome her.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Joy as the hosting venue, and on behalf of ZZ Joy Billiards, it is my great honor to stand here tonight at the rewarding ceremony. First of all, I would like to sincerely thank all the players for your outstanding performances throughout this event. Your passion, sportsmanship, and dedication have truly brought this competition to life and made it unforgettable. I also wish to extend my heartfelt gratitude to the Joy Billiards team for their tremendous support, and to our valued sponsors, LPQs, Handmade Tips, Ormin Qs, and 3L Alliance, for their generous contributions that made this tournament possible. Finally, on behalf of ZZ Joy Billiards, I want to say our doors in Melbourne will always be open for you. We look forward to welcoming you again in the future. Thank you all, and congratulations to our winners. Thank you.
Thank you, Joy, for your wonderful words. And now we'll be commencing the most exciting part of tonight, which is the awards ceremony. So first of all, I would like to welcome our bronze medal winners. Please welcome Kurt Dunham from Australia and Jake McCartney from Australia to the centre. And now I would like to welcome Mr. Zhang Duo, founder of ZZ Joy Billiards Club, to present the bronze medals. Please take the medals for our bronze medal winners. Let's take a photo together, and asking Mr. Zhang to stand in the centre and our two winners on the side. Congratulations once again, and thank you, Mr. Zhang. Thank you. And next, our silver medal winner. Please join me in warmly welcome Justin Sahich from Australia to the centre of our media wall. Congratulations. And to present our silver medal, please welcome Mr. Liu Yue, Executive Director of Overseas Events from Joy Billiards Group. Let's stand a bit closer to the light and look at the centre camera. Congratulations, and thank you, Mr. Liu. And finally, for our champion, please warmly welcome Mr. Jack Whelan from England to the centre. Please stand here. Yep. And I would like to welcome Joy back again, Ms. Zhang Xingru, the founder and CEO of ZZ Joy Billiards Club, to present our gold medal. We can take a photo holding the medal together. Congratulations, and thank you, Joy. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, before we conclude, we also have a very special gift presentation that has been specially prepared by ZZ Joy Billiards Club. So I would like to welcome all our winners to come back to the media wall to get our special gifts prepared by ZZ Joy Billiards Club. Please join me. Please join me at the centre, and I would like to invite Mr. Zhang Duo and Ms. Zhang Xingru to deliver our gifts for our winners. So for our champion, we have the Lee's black and white Phoenix Q as a gift. For our runner-up, we have the War God 4Q. Congratulations. And for our 2 bronze medalists, each will receive an LP Super Dream tip, a handmade tip, and a pair of handmade gloves. And that also goes to our champion and our runner-up. Jack has no hand for anything. He has a handful. Okay. Photos showing up? 这样可以吗? Okay, let's move a bit more forward to the table so we have the lighting on our faces, and please take a photo together with our gifts and Mr. Zhang and Joy together. A big thank you to our general sponsors and ZZ Joy Billiards Club. Okay, thank you. Right. Please remain on stage. Sorry, because we have one more photo. I would like to invite Mr. Liu Yue to come back. You can hold the cue. Okay, let's follow our photographer's instructions, making sure that we have the perfect group photo. Okay, nice big smiles, looking at the center. 3, 2, 1. All right, thank you, congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, this does bring an end to our closing ceremony. Thank you all for joining us tonight. And if you would like to take photos with our winners or our guests, feel free to join us at the media wall. Hope you all have a lovely evening and looking forward to seeing you guys soon. Thank you all. Thank you.
一线赛事指定台名丁俊晖、奥沙利文、郑宇博、楚秉杰等国内外一线球星代言。利百文，中国台泥领导品牌。中式八球，俗称黑八，是一项原创于中国的运动。在乔氏的推动下，已走进全球69个国家。乔氏中式八球，风靡全球的中国运动。
Don't be afraid, remember the dreams. Here you go, time to rise. Find your space, be proud of yourself. Take the spotlight. Unless you try, you will never find the strength that is inside. Unless you fly, you will never reach for the stars in the night. So embrace the joy that brightens light. With all your desire, your passion, your fight. Every move you make, a dance of grace. You're the master, you're the queen. Just embrace the joy that brightens light. With victory's own, your time to rise. Find your space, be proud of yourself. Take the spotlight, unless you try.